Once the beloved face of Pawn Stars, Rick Harrison built a television empire from the counters of his world-famous gold and silver pawn shop in Las Vegas. For over a decade, fans tuned in religiously to watch Rick's sharp eye for value, his quick wit and no-nonsense business sense that helped transform a humble family-run pawn shop into an international phenomenon. But now, in a shocking and tragic twist, the man once hailed as the king of collectibles finds himself behind bars, serving a life sentence that has left both fans and former associates in disbelief. The downfall of Rick Harrison is a cautionary tale that no one saw coming. In early 2024, murmurs of financial misconduct began to surface. At first, it seemed like just another celebrity targeted by online conspiracy theorists. But the whispers turned into headlines when some speculate that Rick may have gotten in too deep with the wrong people while chasing rare and priceless items to keep his empire thriving. Others, emotionally charged trial, the verdict was clear. Guilty on all counts. Rick Harrison was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Since his incarceration, Rick's life has taken a complete nosedive. Accustomed to fame, comfort, and control, he now wakes up each day to the cold monotony of prison life. The man who once negotiated deals over antique samurai swords and Civil War relics now waits in line for meals, performs mandatory chores, and shares space with hardened criminals. Reports from within the prison suggest Rick is a shell of his former self, often withdrawn, depressed, and struggling to find meaning in his new reality. Rick is miserable. He's not the same guy anymore, said a source familiar with his situation. He went from being the boss of everything to having no say at all. That's crushed him. The dramatic contrast from his golden years is hard to fathom. At his peak, Rick was a pop culture icon. His face adorned everything from bobbleheads to slot machines. He appeared on talk shows, red carpets, and business panels. His shop became a must-visit Las Vegas destination, drawing fans from across the globe. He published books, gave lectures, and built an image rooted in knowledge and integrity. But as of 2025, that legacy lies in ruins. Is the personal toll the conviction has taken? Sources close to the Harrison family say Rick's relationship with his children, especially Corey, has all but collapsed. Corey has since taken over the day-to-day operations of the pawn shop, but he's done so in near total silence. No public statements, no interviews, no social media posts. The once boisterous bond between father and son seems to have vanished, replaced by silence and unresolved grief. There's a sense of betrayal. A former employee of the shop revealed, Corey built a lot of his own career on his dad's name. Now everything's tainted. You can tell he's hurting, but he's trying to move forward. The rest of the Pawn Stars cast, including fan favorite Chumlee, has also kept a low profile. The show was quietly canceled after Rick's conviction, and reruns were pulled from major networks amid public backlash. Collectors once proud to own memorabilia from the show have begun distancing themselves, selling off items online and scrubbing their social media mentions. But not everyone has turned their back on Rick. A small but loyal group of fans continue